Welcome to the Accountancy Learning AAT sample paper walkthroughs. I'm Sarah, and in this video I'll take you through the Introduction to Bookkeeping Sample Paper 2 Task 7. So this task is about processing transactions in the cash book. Two amounts have been received as shown in the receipts listing below. Part A is to complete the debit side of the cash book by making the necessary entries and then totalling the cash and the bank columns. So this question is really testing, do you know whether something is a cash transaction, do you know whether it's going to affect the bank, and how are you going to analyse that? So let's look at the first one then. Ben Silvers, he's a credit customer and he's paid $474 including VAT by cheque. So payment by cheque is going to go into the bank, and a credit customer means he's going to have an account with us. We will have sent an invoice, so he's going to have, or that invoice is going to be part of our receivables ledger control account. So Ben Silvers is going into the bank $474, and we are going to put that under receivables. We don't need to do anything else because the VAT has already been accounted for when the invoice was raised. So when we transferred from our sales day book to our ledgers, we will have done the VAT as part of that. So we would have credited VAT, credited our sales account and debited the receivables account. Now that he's paid, all we need to do is put it through the bank and the receivables ledger control. The second one then, EPD & Co, they're a cash customer and they've paid £189 plus VAT. So we've got £189 plus VAT, so we need to work out what the total amount is because they've paid the VAT with that. And the quickest way of doing that is 189 times 1.2, which gives us £226.80 gross. So that's the amount that they will have paid. That's in cash. So they've paid at the time of transaction. So now we can say we've got £189 of cash sales, which has £37.80 VAT. So now we've got our net amount going to cash sales, our VAT amount going to our VAT account, and then we've got our cash amount here, so that's part of our assets. Now we just need to total the columns up to finish this part of the question. And then we can move on. So the final part then is the credit side of the cash book shows the total bank payments were £12,664.11. We now need to calculate the bank balance, and we're told to use a minus sign if the calculation indicates an overdrawn bank balance. So we're given our payments, so we need to use the figure that we've got now as our bank figure. That's our debit figure, that's how much has been debited. But our payments need to be offset against that. So that's our credit in our bank, which then gives us £7,692.05. So that is our remaining balance. No need to use a minus sign as the debit amount is higher than the credit amount, so our receipts are higher than our payment. That brings us to the end of task 7.